Dear friend, I want to share something remarkable with you today. What if I told you that one of the most effective ways to restore your leg strength does not require expensive gym memberships or complicated medications? What if the solution has been sitting in your kitchen all along? Recent groundbreaking research has shown that certain foods, when eaten at the right time and in the right combinations, can begin revitalizing your muscle and nerve performance in as little as 12 hours. Yes, you read that correctly. 12 hours. A fascinating study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2023 revealed something extraordinary. When adults over 50 consumed specific nutrient-rich foods in the evening, researchers observed measurable improvements in muscle protein synthesis and mitochondrial activity by the very next morning. These mitochondria are like tiny power plants in your cells, responsible for energy production and strength recovery, especially in your legs. Now, this is not just about being able to walk longer or climb stairs more easily, though those benefits are certainly important. This is about something much more fundamental. It is about your independence, your confidence, and your ability to continue living life on your terms. Understanding why leg strength declines. Let me share something that might surprise you. When your legs feel weak or tired, when climbing stairs becomes harder, or when your balance feels off, most people assume it is just a natural part of getting older, but here is the truth that science is revealing. The primary factor in muscle decline is not simply age itself. The real culprits are chronic undernourishment at the cellular level, persistent low-grade inflammation throughout your body, and disruption of your natural daily rhythms. In other words, it is not about the number of candles on your birthday cake. It is about what is happening inside your body, at the biological level. For decades, medical professionals believed that muscle loss with age, called sarcopenia, was primarily about muscles shrinking from lack of use or declining hormones. But neuroscience is now painting a very different and much more hopeful picture. The neural connection, your muscles are not gone, just disconnected. Here is what researchers are discovering, and it is truly encouraging. You might think you have lost significant muscle mass, but in many cases, that muscle tissue is still there. It is simply disconnected from your nervous system. Research from the University of Calgary found something remarkable. The motor neurons that connect your brain and spinal cord to your muscles, particularly in your legs, can begin to lose efficiency as early as your 40s. This creates a disconnect in electrical signaling. Your muscles are not receiving the full command to contract. They exist, but they are dormant, like a perfectly good lamp that is simply unplugged. Think of it this way. Imagine your leg muscles as a crew of skilled workers, and your nervous system as the foreman giving instructions through a megaphone. If the megaphone's battery runs low, the crew cannot hear the instructions clearly. But recharge that battery, and the crew can get back to work immediately. The wonderful news is that this neural connection can be restored, often quite quickly, with the right nutritional support. Certain amino acids, B vitamins, and specific nutrients can significantly improve this connection within hours. The power of leucine, your muscles wake up call. Now, let me introduce you to one of the most important nutrients for reactivating your muscle strength. It is called leucine, and it is an amino acid that acts like a molecular switch for muscle growth and repair. Leucine is what scientists call an essential amino acid, meaning your body cannot make it on its own. You must get it from food. But leucine does much more than just provide basic nutrition. It directly activates a cellular pathway called mTOR, which stands for mammalian target of rapamycin. Think of mTOR as the control tower that manages muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body builds and repairs muscle tissue. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that even in older adults, a single meal high in leucine could significantly boost mTOR activity and stimulate muscle protein synthesis. This is especially important because as we age, our muscles become more resistant to growth signals. But leucine can overcome this resistance. You need about 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine to trigger this muscle-building response. You can get this from about 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein. Foods particularly rich in leucine include eggs, beef, chicken, fish, and dairy products like cottage cheese and Greek yogurt. Whey protein powder is especially concentrated in leucine, which is why many healthcare providers recommend it for older adults. Acetylcholine, the communication highway. But protein and leucine are only part of the story. For your muscles to work properly, they need clear communication from your nervous system. This communication depends on a chemical messenger called acetylcholine. Every time you decide to move, whether it is standing up, taking a step, or reaching for something, your brain sends a signal. That signal is converted into acetylcholine, which then tells your muscles exactly what to do. Without enough acetylcholine, your muscles might not respond properly. They might feel weak, slow, or uncoordinated. As we age, both the production of acetylcholine and the sensitivity of its receptors gradually decline. This is particularly noticeable in the motor neurons connected to your legs. This explains why balance issues and delayed muscle responses become more common as we get older. The good news is that we can boost acetylcholine production through diet. The key nutrient is choline, which your body converts into acetylcholine, and the richest natural source of choline, egg yolks. Just 2 whole eggs provide over 300 milligrams of choline, which can be transformed into acetylcholine within 6 to 12 hours. If you have been experiencing tremors, instability, or reduced power when walking or standing, try this simple morning routine. Eat 2 whole eggs about 30 minutes after waking up, preferably combined with a protein rich in leucine. The morning is the ideal time because acetylcholine synthesis is naturally lowest after sleep, making your motor neurons more receptive to nutritional input. Blood flow, the delivery system for strength. Now, imagine trying to water a garden with a kinked hose. No matter how fertile the soil or how bright the sun, your plants will not thrive without adequate water flow. The same principle applies to your muscles, especially in your legs. As we age, the blood vessels supplying our lower limbs often become narrower and less responsive. This restricts the delivery of oxygen and nutrients while hampering the removal of waste products. All 3 are essential for muscle function and recovery. The key molecule controlling blood vessel dilation is nitric oxide. Your body produces this gas naturally, and it signals your blood vessels to relax and widen, allowing more blood to flow through. The production of nitric oxide depends heavily on what you eat, and one of the most powerful natural boosters is beets. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that older adults who consumed beetroot juice experienced significant improvements in leg muscle power within just a few hours. The benefits were particularly noticeable in fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are crucial for balance and preventing falls. Here is a simple protocol you can use. About 90 minutes before any physical activity, consume 1 to 2 medium-sized beets or drink about 8 to 10 ounces of beetroot juice. This gives the nitrates time to convert into nitric oxide and begin improving blood flow. Combine this with 20 minutes of light activity like walking, and you will amplify the benefits even further. Inflammation, the hidden strength thief. There is another factor quietly undermining your leg strength that you might not even be aware of. It is chronic, low-grade inflammation. Unlike the acute inflammation you feel after an injury, chronic inflammation is subtle and systemic. It works in the background, gradually degrading muscle function over time. Research published in the Journals of Gerontology found that elevated levels of inflammatory markers, specifically C-reactive protein and interleukin-6, were strongly linked to reduced muscle mass and strength in older adults. This was true even when participants seemed to have adequate physical activity and nutrition. Inflammation interferes with muscle protein synthesis, increases oxidative stress, and disrupts mitochondrial function. It also impairs your nervous system's ability to effectively recruit muscle fibers. Even if the muscle is there, the signal to activate it becomes weaker. One of the most powerful tools for fighting this inflammation is not found in the pharmacy. It is in your produce section. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, arugula, chard, and mustard greens are incredibly effective at reducing inflammation. They contain high concentrations of polyphenols, chlorophyll, magnesium, and nitrates, all of which help your body regulate inflammatory pathways. Research shows that the polyphenol quercetin, found in mustard greens and kale, can directly inhibit inflammatory cytokines. Daily consumption of quercetin-rich foods can lower inflammation markers within 2 to 4 weeks, especially when combined with moderate exercise. Try incorporating at least 1 cup of dark leafy greens into your first meal of the day. Combine them with healthy fats like olive oil or avocado to improve absorption of fat-soluble antioxidants. Add a squeeze of lemon or apple cider vinegar to enhance nutrient uptake even further. The critical role of meal timing. When it comes to restoring leg strength, what you eat is only part of the equation. When you eat can be just as important, especially as we age. Every time you consume protein, you trigger a process called muscle protein synthesis. This is how your body repairs damaged muscle tissue and builds new muscle. However, as we get older, our muscles become less responsive to dietary protein, a phenomenon called anabolic resistance. Research from the University of Texas revealed something fascinating. Adults who distributed their protein intake evenly across breakfast, lunch, and dinner had muscle protein synthesis rates that were 25% higher than those who consumed most of their protein at dinner. Each meal acts as a distinct stimulus for muscle growth. By spreading your protein throughout the day, you keep the growth signal strong and consistent. This is particularly important for maintaining and building muscle in your legs and lower body. Here is a practical protocol you can follow. First, ensure your breakfast contains at least 30 grams of high-quality protein. This might look like 3 eggs with sautéed spinach and lentils, or a cup of Greek yogurt topped with hemp seeds and berries. Second, within an hour of any physical activity, consume a meal or snack containing both protein and complex carbohydrates. This could be a protein smoothie with banana, or a plate of quinoa and beans with olive oil. The carbohydrates stimulate insulin, which helps shuttle amino acids into your muscle cells more efficiently. Third, avoid saving all your protein for dinner. Research shows that muscles can only utilize about 30 to 40 grams of protein at one time. Any excess is either stored as fat or burned for energy, not used for muscle building. The gut-muscle connection. Here is something that might surprise you. The health of your digestive system directly impacts your muscle strength and function. Your gut does more than just process food. It actually helps program how your brain and muscles communicate with each other. Your gut microbiome, the community of beneficial bacteria in your digestive system, plays a crucial role in producing compounds that affect muscle function. These bacteria help produce short-chain fatty acids, synthesize certain vitamins, and even influence inflammation levels throughout your body. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi can help maintain a healthy gut microbiome. These foods contain probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support digestive health and may improve muscle function. Prebiotic foods like garlic, onions, bananas, and oats feed these beneficial bacteria, helping them thrive. Your action plan. Simple steps for rapid results. Now that you understand the science, let me give you a clear, simple action plan you can start tomorrow morning. First, begin your day with a nutrient-rich smoothie. Blend together 1 cup of beetroot juice or 1 medium beet, 1 cup of Greek yogurt or plant-based alternative, a handful of spinach or kale, half a banana for natural sweetness, and 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed or chia seeds. This combination provides nitric oxide precursors, protein, anti-inflammatory compounds, and fiber. Immediately after drinking your smoothie, go for a 15-minute walk. This light activity helps stimulate blood flow and enhances nutrient delivery to your muscles. Within 30 to 60 minutes, eat a protein-rich breakfast. Aim for at least 30 grams of protein. This could be 3 eggs with vegetables, cottage cheese with nuts and berries, or a serving of high-quality protein powder mixed with oatmeal. Throughout the day, include at least 2 more meals or snacks containing 20 to 30 grams of protein each. Space these meals about 4 to 5 hours apart to maintain consistent muscle protein synthesis. Before bed, consider having a small serving of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. The casein protein in these foods is slowly digested, providing your muscles with amino acids throughout the night. The bigger picture. Beyond just leg strength. What we are talking about here goes far beyond just having stronger legs. Your leg muscles are not just for movement. They are metabolic organs that help regulate blood sugar, support cardiovascular health, and even influence cognitive function. Strong legs mean better balance, which reduces fall risk. They mean greater independence, allowing you to continue doing the activities you love. They mean more confidence in your daily movements and interactions. But perhaps most importantly, taking action to strengthen your legs sends a powerful message to your entire body. It signals that you are not accepting decline as inevitable. You are choosing vitality, choosing strength, choosing to thrive rather than just survive. Here is the most important thing I want you to remember. Your body is designed to adapt and regenerate even as you age. It wants to be strong. It wants to function well. The challenge is simply providing it with the right inputs at the right times. The science is clear. Even small interventions, like adding specific nutrients to your diet, taking a short walk, or timing your meals strategically, can produce rapid, measurable changes in how your body performs and how you feel. This is not about reversing aging or achieving the impossible. This is about working with your body's natural processes to maintain and even improve your strength, stability, and vitality. Start with the simple morning routine I have outlined. Give it 2 weeks. Pay attention to how your legs feel when you stand up, when you walk, when you climb stairs. Notice your energy levels throughout the day. Observe your balance and coordination. Remember, every positive action you take, no matter how small, creates momentum. Each healthy meal, each short walk, each moment of movement adds up. Your legs, and your entire body, will thank you for it. You have the knowledge. You have the tools. Now it is time to take action. Your stronger, more vital future starts with the very next meal you eat and the very next step you take. Thank you for taking this journey with me today. Here is to your strength, your health, and your continued independence. You have got this, and remember, it is never too late to start building a stronger, more capable you.